Hey, what's up, Roxstars? It's Rox, and I am coming to you today with a review for Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 11, Episode 6. So before we get started, I just wanted to... A few people have asked me why I'm not doing Vlogmas or why I'm not doing, I guess a December version of Nonstop November. And, yeah, you guys... Look, I started Nonstop November years and years and years ago, and I guess it became something on YouTube. I was doing it because I was really trying to have a very large December check because that was my, Christmas shopping check and all of that. And it is very difficult to do a video every day. I do not have that in me. I cannot be on every single day. And so what ends up happening is when I do those type of things where I have to be on camera 7 days a week, I start to not give you guys a good quality video because I'm just more focused on the quantity. Now, there are plenty of people out there who can be on 24/7 or who are always on when they're on camera. I am just not one of those people. And you guys can notice when I'm not necessarily on or if I'm not necessarily in the mood. And those times are fine, every now and again, but I would find myself after a couple of weeks, I would be complaining, I'm getting on y'all nerves because y'all probably what the fuck you doing a Nonstop November if you gonna be tired and complaining, and then I'm getting on my own nerves because I've already made the commitment to do something and then I don't feel like it. So you really have to be in the mood. You have to be in the mode, the mindset to do that. Hands off, hats off, not hands. we want our hands, but hats off to people who can do that. I know Brittany is doing it, and I know there's a lot of people that's doing Vlogmas and a lot of people that's just throwing up videos every single day and all the time. Hats off to people who can do that. I am not one of those people. So I really am enjoying December and my very abbreviated schedule. I mean, only 3 videos a week I really am committed to doing. And I'll probably throw up a couple of extra videos this month because it is going to be kind of, the Capricorn in me is like, boy, that check gonna be pitiful. But then the other part of me knows that in January, everything is going to start back up again. We're going to be back with Love and Hip Hop Miami. How to Get Away with Murder is going to be back. I'm going to be very much back to a 5 video a week schedule. And so I just feel like I'm going to take this time in December to regroup and refocus. Have you guys noticed that I feel good when I'm on camera? That's because I do feel good. I don't feel stressed. I know I have these videos that I need to do. I knock them out and, you guys seem to enjoy them. I'm enjoying doing them. It's a win-win for everybody because trust me, I always know when my videos are not all that good. You guys don't even have to tell me, but there are some who will point it out. So yeah, it happens. But to see that 30 days in a row or 31 days in a row is just, don't nobody fucking feel like that, okay? So this way, I probably won't take any time off. I'm going to be on vacation at the end of December, but I probably will still keep my schedule because I don't feel like I need to have a break from anything right now. So that's why. And that's really just me because I watch other people that's on camera a whole bunch and they just got it. They just got it. Rocky don't got that. Just to keep from me disappointing y'all and y'all being like, what the fuck is this bullshit that Roxanne putting up? In order to just not have to deal with none of that, let me do my little 3 videos a week. I may try to give you guys a couple of extra, between now and the 31st of December, maybe not. But because I'm a Capricorn, when I say I'm gonna do something, then I feel obligated. It stresses me out. So that's why I'm just like, nigga, just keeping it easy breezy. That's why I'm not doing Vlogmas. But again, shout out to everybody that's out there doing them. I have been enjoying everybody's Vlogmas. Just being able to be in their homes and just kind of see what they do on the other side. They're all cool. And maybe when I get me a camera, a vlogging camera, Anybody out there have any suggestions? I've been looking. I did go out on Black Friday and was looking to see, I am going to upgrade my situation soon enough. So if you guys have any suggestions, I'm not really trying to spend no $600 and $700 and $800. I need it to be around $300-400. Okay, so if y'all know one about around them prices, y'all let me know about it down in the comments and Rocky take a look at it. But that's what's what. Okay, every now and then we just got to have a conversation. I appreciate the Roxstars. Y'all know Rocky love you. So that's it, you guys. Let's get to the review, shall we? Let's open with Cynthia. Child, that Cynthia is something special. Okay, we see a man's feet coming down the stairs. We looking at it and we thinking that might be, her man Mike Hill, hashtag chill. But I'm looking at them feet thinking they too slim. Mike look a little chunkier than that. And turns out that it's her baby daddy, Leon. Okay, he's there visiting because Noelle is about to go away to Howard. She took that gap year. She was out there running with her hot ass. And now she done got focused and she's about to go away to school. So Leon is there to spend some time with her, before she goes. Cynthia tells him that she needs him to step in because, sometimes as parents, the kids run over some of us more than the other. They're able to get away with more. And we all know that Noelle has Cynthia up under her thumb. Like, Noelle can do anything. I don't want to say that, because I don't know what Cynthia had. But what we have seen on the show, Cynthia is very lenient with Noelle. That's just the relationship that they have. I'm not saying that it's bad or good or whatever because it works for them. Everybody's a fucking parent. You do the best you can. The child ain't got pregnant. She ain't got no diseases and she seemed to be doing okay. So what, Cynthia's probably doing fine. But she's lenient with her, and so she feels like Leon needs to step in and be that, that force that she needs because Noelle wants to go up to Howard. She wants her own apartment, which I can sort of understand because Noelle, even though she is going to be a freshman, she's a year older. You just don't necessarily want to be sophomore age and still being on campus. So that's why I can kind of understand where she's coming from. Mentally, she probably feels like she's not really a freshman, but she really is. And I don't even know if the school is going to let her have, be off campus as a freshman or have her own apartment. Not have her own apartment, but take her car with her because a lot of times these schools say that you shouldn't have your car freshman year. And I honestly feel like you shouldn't have your car freshman year. It just leaves too much room. It ain't no fucking reason why your ass can't be on that goddamn campus. Now, we, of course, bought Joe his car for Christmas. So he had a car the second semester of school, but he wasn't really supposed to. So, there's always ways around it, but still, it's just... Yeah, to me, freshmen on campus, take your ass to class, get acclimated to where you're going to be on campus, get to know the people around you, get to know, everything. And then sophomore, I might be open more to you living off campus. So, yeah, Leon, we going to need you to step in. So later on, we see Leon and Cynthia and Noelle. They go to lunch. Okay, when they get there, Cynthia's trying to order a drink for Noelle. I'm thinking to myself, like, now listen. I am very clear. I'm sure that my oldest child drinks. I have explained to him what is important, how to be responsible, but he's not with me. And I have faith in Joe that he's going to make the best decisions. Yet and still, you're not going to be drinking with me out at a restaurant. Leon was like, wait a minute, you trying to order her a drink? It's noon. No. Cynthia was just like, I didn't see what the problem was. I said, see, that's exactly why Leon need to be there. She trying to open her drink and all that. I said, Cynthia, what is wrong with Cynthia? She be so nervous, child. She done got more and more awkward as she gets older. But while they're there, they sit down, they talk about the car and the dorm situation. And, Leon doesn't understand why she needs to have a car there or, why she can't live on the dorm. So she's trying to plead her case. All I can say is thank God for Leon again. Because Noelle would run all over Cynthia. She probably will still get her way one way or the other. But, at least we got the dad there that's kind of willing to just slow Noelle's roll a little bit and try to be more focused on what she should do, what she needs to do, not what she wants to do. Then we see Sharmari and Ron. Okay, they are meeting with Candy and Todd out for lunch. Okay, it's just one of those rare occasions when Ron is in town. You know, he's always gone, and Sharmari, you know, doesn't get to spend as much time with him with their friends and everything. So this is perfect. He's gonna be home for about a month. So they walk up, they holding hands. When they sit down, they holding hands. Todd was like, "You're not gonna be one of them kind of corny ass couples, are you?" "Oh, no, 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 no. Of course not." Sharmari wants to know what Candy felt about her, you know, I wanted to say observation, her revelation that she and Ronnie was also in a open marriage. Well, I can't get my words together, you guys. I done had coffee today and everything. Okay. She wants to know how Candy felt about that. "Well, because I've had falling outs with certain people in this group, I'm just real careful about who I tell my business to." Candy said she was cool with it. Okay, different strokes for different folks. That might work for y'all, might not work for somebody else. Besides, Candy says, "I didn't know that they was in an open relationship. I just thought that she was cheating. I didn't know." Anyways, Ronnie and Sharmari both say that they got over it and that they're stronger for it. Then, of course, the conversation gradually moves over to our favorite conversation when it comes to Candy damn Barres Tucker, and that would be Portia. I was just like, "Candy, child, I mean, you just gonna be run till that." But you know what? Like everybody said in my comments, or a lot of people said in my comments, I guess this is just going to be what Candy and Portia are. Just continually shading each other. And I mean, I guess as long as it's not super harmful, because Portia don't seem to be really giving it much of her attention or her energy. So, fine. I'm just gonna be fine with it, you guys. So she's telling Sharmari about how she got together with Nene and Cynthia, Nene and Marlo? No. Nene and Cynthia and Portia at Cynthia's fake wine tasting event. "Our last visit didn't go all that well because I know of the dude that she's seeing, and he was in a relationship with 2 other women, and he got their names tattooed on him." That goddamn Candy only know 2 songs, you guys. Babalu and You Got to Know How I Got the Name Blues. That ain't gonna mean nothing to nobody unless you watch I Love Lucy. Basically, all I'm gonna say is Candy gonna continue to fucking bring up Portia and this man with these goddamn tattoos. It's the same mess, okay? Candy says, "I really am trying to be right with Portia." I said, "Bitch, I fucking don't care who's telling you. You gonna sit up here and tell us that you've been trying to be right. Candy, cut it out, girl. But I guess you gonna get an A for effort, huh? Okay." Now, jumping over to Portia, we see Portia. She's in the car. She is calling her sister because evidently she is on her way to meeting Candy. She's in the car, you know, and I gotta admit that I'm real nervous about this meeting because I'm just like, girl, we have been down this road, and I don't think neither one of us going to go back down this road again. So I'm just saying I am praying for the best, but I am expecting the worst. I said, well, Portia, maybe you'll get a little bit of both of those worlds. Candy tells us, Portia and I are in a really weird place right now, and I know she's not going to want to get the news that I am going to give her. I said, oh, God. Let's get this shit out of the way. So Portia gets there, and, you know, it's small talk. We got to get comfortable with each other. Hey, girl, how you doing? You look cute. Hey, girl, I'm fine. You look cute, too. I like the hair. Oh, you like that? Yeah, you know, I tried to get a little spice. You like that? Yeah, I do. It looks nice. You know, let me get my stuff together. So what's up? Well, our last conversation that we had was a little weird. Well, Candy, that's because in the past, you know, you really got on me about telling you things about what you had heard. So I just figured this time with our relationship, because of the way that things were in the past, that you wouldn't even want to tell me anything about what you had heard. Candy was just like, okay, you right. You got me on that one. But, you know, Candy's whole thing is she's really concerned about this man with these fucking tattoos. Now, I'm thinking to myself, like, Candy, Portia and this guy have been together at least 6 months. We have had sex. I'm sure she has seen whatever tattoos he's got. If his other women's names on there, the bitch can read. I know some of y'all don't think she can, but if they don't fucking bother her, unless he got them on his ankles and he's one of these niggas that keep their damn tube socks on when they have sex, I'm sure she's seen it. So if she don't care, why the fuck you care so much? Okay, now, I guess it's because Candy feels like she has more information, but I don't think that any of it is concrete with a C-O-N-C-R-E-A-K. I don't feel like any of it is concrete enough for her to make any definite, because I feel like if Candy really had more shit on him, that she knew 100% definitely, that she would have put it out already. Okay, unless she's holding it under vest, because motherfuckers is slick like that too. Portia's just like, listen. Let me tell you something. If he want to get tattoos of these girls on, their names on him. If that's his zhuzh, if that's what he like to do, to make these girls fall head over heels in love with him, okay, that is fine. I don't have no problem with that. Because as far as Portia is concerned, she don't give a fuck about them tattoos. If they are together now, he said that he with her, you know what, you ain't even got to keep telling me about it. Okay, I'm clear on the tattoo situation. Candy, well, I guess Portia's just one of those ones that would rather not know because she don't want to disturb any of the bones. Maybe she just don't give a fuck, Candy. Tattoos, you can get them covered up. You don't even know for a fact that the motherfucker got these tattoos out for everybody to still see. Again, it's dumb. So Candy she agrees to disagree, or she agrees to just leave it alone. And then I thought it was very mature of her to say, well, we have been a little shady with each other. I feel like we both been shady with each other, and that's fair. Like I was telling you guys earlier, this might just be one of those friendships, and not even friendships, situationships where as long as they continue to have light shade and the hatred doesn't run so deep, I'm fine with that. I don't feel like everybody got to be in this whole kumbaya. This is what makes the show go round, right? I just don't want it to be so, the last. I don't want all that. I'm going to be okay with these two continually being kind of the way that they are right now. Hopefully, the situation is dropped because Portia told her clearly that she don't give a fuck. Okay, so if she don't give a fuck, then you shouldn't give a fuck either, Candy. Go out there and work your damn businesses and get out this girl's business. And then Nene, you guys, we see her go over her friend Tanya's house, okay? Tanya's supposed to be her fashionable, rich friend. She's got a nice home, wherever out here in Atlanta somewhere. So Nene goes over there, and the girl is telling her how her boyfriend, fiance, man, whatever he is, he's not there. He's in San Francisco. They have another home on the West Coast. Okay, y'all know. She bi-coastal. She's real bubbly, Nene says, and but she's cool. She's different from the other girls. They kind of shed a little light, give a little tea on the fact that Tanya and her man are not married. I guess they were supposed to be. The engagement, something happened along the way. I couldn't care enough to tell you guys what the story was, but bottom line, they ain't married. Old girl said it was just too much. The girl is showing her around her place. She has a secret closet. Okay, the idea was very cute. It was behind a kind of a genie mirror. You open the mirror door and then you walk into what should have been the sprawling closet. As far as Nene was concerned, she was like, it was very nice. The idea was nice. Okay, but she would have expected it to be bigger. I said, ooh, Nene, you shading your friend Tanya. Anyway, while she's there with Tanya, she's telling her how she's going to have a couple's dinner, her and Greg. She's going to call it Boobs and Bourbon. She is going to have this couple's dinner. Everybody go out and have a good time, dress up and have a nice time. So the event is at Chateau Elan, which is like a winery out here in Georgia. Really, really nice. You can stay. It has a golf course. They have wine tasting. You guys have seen, they've had plenty of events at the Chateau Elan, all these different Atlanta reality shows. So she and Greg are there, and Greg is feeling good. He's feeling like like, sometimes when you are ill, it can bring an extra spark when you can just do things that you used to do, and you can tell he's having a good day and all of that. So yeah, they're getting ready. This is the first time that all the women have men. Okay, I was like, well, why the fuck they ain't brought all they damn men? But whatever. It's boobs and bourbon, right? I guess boobs and bourbon means that the women have to all have low cut shirts or dresses on so that their boobs can be out, and I guess the men are gonna be, sifting bourbon or whatever. We see Cynthia get there. Okay, she's with a good looking young man by the name of Marcus. Okay, I was like, that ain't hashtag chill. She said that, Mike couldn't get away, so she had Marcus step in, and Marcus, well, okay, I ain't gonna even say it. Okay, so that's the man that she stepped in. Very good looking, very dapper looking man. Tanya's there with her man. Nothing to see there, folks. Candy shows up. I said, oh, Candy, ain't you sex pot kittenish? And Candy's body is nice, okay? It's just real curvy with her little teeny tiny, teeny meeny, weensy teensy self. When they get there, it's pleasantries. Everybody is hugging each other. Candy got the nerve to say, what is this with Nene always having to have a theme? I said, bitch, now I know. If anything, they have a theme out here in Atlanta for every fucking party. That whole entertainment circle in Atlanta, okay, always have a theme. If it ain't an 80s theme, it's a 90s theme, it's a skate party, it's a this, it's a that. Okay, so why wouldn't she have this boobs and bourbon? Nene has a friend, I think I put down the bitch name was Ivania. I didn't wrote a few names down because I was confused of what her name was, but Nene says that Ivania shops at her store Swag, okay, one of her customers, and says she was really, really funny, and she just thought that she would be good to come to this little event as well. And Ivania's with her man. Then we see Sharmari and Ronnie get there. Okay, the gang's all here. Well, not exactly, okay? The rest that haven't made it there yet are late, okay? So they move in from like the little welcoming area to the room that they're going to be having their food and drinks. Then we see Marlo get there. Very understated. Marlo gets there with some white guy. Don't introduce him. He kind of standing over there not looking like, he didn't know what the fuck to do, okay? But Marlo is there. I guess that's all that matters. Then Eva and her fiance at the time, Mike, they arrive, and we see Ivania just tossing back drinks. I was like, see, it must really be your nerves. I think that these cameras are around, you've got all of these extra glamorous Real Housewives of Atlanta girls, and they are glamorous, because I just happened to watch a Real Housewives of Orange County. I watched a reunion after this show went off, and I was like, these girls look like they going to the bank. Like, I'm thinking to myself, like, girl, y'all don't wear the ball gowns? I don't watch any of the other Real Housewives franchise shows, so I was just looking at them like, ooh, we be doing a whole lot on the Atlanta show. Is that all the rest of them are? But anyway, getting back on topic, Ivania is tossing them drinks back and I was just like, this is not going to be good. So everybody is there. We only waiting on Portia and Dennis. Of course, I'm sure they planned it that way. How uncomfortable when you already know your man ain't met everybody. It's been all these whisperings about the nigga around the group, and it ain't all been positive. Thank you, Candy. But they get there and they look really, really nice, although Dennis does have on a green suit. Okay, it wasn't bad looking. It was just green. They looked nice, so they get there, hey everybody, hey y'all. She go around, she hugging and kissing everybody, even give Candy and Todd a hug and a kiss, Nene, Greg, okay, she working around the table. She sees Sharmari and Ronnie, and she's just like, hey, hello. Sharmari was like, did she just, hey, hello us and did not contact? Excuse me, with your damn man with his green suit looking like the fucking Grinch. I was like, somebody refresh me on why there is a beef between Sharmari and Portia. Like, what happened? I didn't see it coming, and now it just seems like they have a problem with each other, but they ain't nobody explained to us the reason why they would. It's confusing to me. I just don't understand it. But anyway, Dennis comes in, shaking hands, hugging folks, everything. Candy, I don't understand why Dennis is so friendly. Like, I am just wondering, like, what is going on here? It's called living your fucking best life, Candy. It's called not giving you the time of day, Candy. It's called not feeding into the negativity, Candy. Everybody is there. Nene gets up, thanks everybody for coming. Greg gets up, thanks everybody for coming. So Nene says, okay, you guys, so this is where, we all sit down and we just talk about how we as couples, how we met each other. Okay, let me go first. Okay, we already know, we done heard this fucking story a million times. Greg met Nene at the strip club. Okay, called her and said, give Big Daddy a call. I was like, of course he did. Okay, Greg is an old player. Candy met Todd in Africa. Remember we saw when they was there and the man read her future and said that the man was with her. Turns out Todd was there working in production and, the rest is history. Sharmari said she met Ronnie at a club in LA. Okay, that he grabbed her hand when she walked by. I said, boy, I'll tell you, that is such a common move with the niggas. Okay, they just hold on to your hand when you walk by. You kind of stop and look at them, kind of bat your eyes like you really ain't got time, but you are going to give them the time. You gonna let them waste your fucking time, So she said that, he wanted to take her out the next day and then they had sex. It's just like, girl, you just give way too much information. Just way too much information. I be cringing. And especially when Ronnie is sitting right there next to her like, Lord, this is just my wife. Let me just let her go on and do what she gonna do. Mike tells us that he met Eva at a fundraiser that he was giving. He said that, Eva was letting him know that she might be cute, but don't let the cute face fool you because she do cook. And he said, oh, well, I'm gonna have to let you try to cook for me. Okay, so that was how them two got together. Portia, Marlo, you ain't told us how you got with the white boy. Marlo was like, I'd rather not say. That's because she just picked him up in front of the fucking Chateau when she was that guy looked like he ain't knew nothing. Okay, just sit there and be quiet. We get to Portia and Dennis, which was what this whole fucking exercise was for anyway, just so that they can talk about how they met each other. And Dennis actually steps in and says, well, you know what? I had met Portia 2 years before. She wouldn't give me the time of day, but I guess Dennis stepped his game up, got a little, got a little bit of real estate behind him, some businesses, and he saw her again. He said that was going to be his woman. They gonna go on a date, and they ended up getting together, so very cute. Portia even throws in, you just see, I saw him, he had all these tattoos. That fucking Candy was just like, well, they probably was all screaming out some other woman's name. Girl, you walked into that one. After that, Nene goes, okay, well, let's just give a shout out to the AU Center. And, she's talking about everybody that went to the schools. There's a block of schools out here in Atlanta that all share plenty, a lot of their campus. And the AU Center is Clark Atlanta, Morris Brown, Morehouse, the Spelman girls. I don't think they too much bothered with it too much, but all those campuses right there together. So she's pointing out who went where. Fine. Okay. Turns out that Ivania went to school with Eva's best friend, okay? And I guess Eva was there at the same time. Well, Eva don't really know Ivania. It's been 15, 16 fucking years, okay? But the best friend that Ivania has is also Eva's best friend, and she is going to be in Eva's wedding. So Eva's just like, girl, that is your best, that is my girl. She is in my wedding. Well, how you guys don't know each other if you guys both had the same best friend? Ivania was like, well, that is, what my point is. That's the point that she was trying to make, but everybody kept interrupting her. She was just like, excuse me, if you guys will just let me say my point. Everybody was like, bitch, excuse me? Now, first of all, we don't even know. You ain't even a friend of the fucking show, okay? Ain't nobody trying to get you on this show. You gonna sit up here. Even looking around, she was like, what just happened, Candy? Candy, I don't know. Damn, Ivania China, she didn't have, of course, she had a few sips, right? Her man sitting next to her, he just shaking his head like, oh, God. She just had an issue with even not remembering who she was, because she was Ivania. She was the shit on the campus. The girls was all saying shit like, well, obviously she wasn't, if Eva don't really know who she is. I was looking at this, I was reading this situation, I was thinking to myself like, I wonder if she had a problem with Eva, or if Eva might have been, I'm not saying that this was, but sometimes when you have a pretty girl, Ivania was cute, so she's not ugly or anything, but sometimes it's two ways pretty girls can be. Some pretty girls are bitches. That's just what it is. And then there's some pretty girls that people assume are bitches because they're pretty. So I don't really know where that fit in with Eva and Ivania, you know, how that dynamic might have worked between the two of them. But whatever the fuck it was, Ivania had a major problem with Eva, you know, and Eva was just like, you know what, I'm not gonna never be a friend with somebody that wears a banana colored condom as a dress. Okay, so yeah, they wasn't feeling it, but nobody at the table at this time was feeling Ivania, okay? Now Nene is thinking to herself like, oh, you know, I don't want her to be messing up this damn, you know, this wasn't what this was supposed to be about, okay? No, y'all was supposed to all jump on Portia, but because Ivania was there, she took the attention off of everything else, and everybody else was like, get this bitch out of here. So then Nene has to jump back in. Okay, wait a minute. We got a surprise for you guys. And that's when Greg stands up, and Greg lets them know that he's got a couples trip planned for everybody, you know, because it's the men and the women, you know, they're gonna have a good time. We see flashes of when they went on trips before in the past, you know, we're gonna try it again. It's Dennis's birthday. Portia has a special chef there to cook, you know, for them, like he did for her birthday. When he comes down the stairs, you know, she just like, surprise, baby! It's your birthday! Happy birthday! He's all surprised. He's shocked. You know, I guess he been upstairs and ain't been smelling the food and ain't been hearing no pots clinging and clanging and ain't heard somebody down there talking, but you know what, whatever. He has a gift for Portia. She just, oh, baby, you are something else. That's just like my man. It is his birthday. And he want to give me a gift. Okay, so he gives her a more feminine necklace. He might have heard me talking about that last shit that he gave her. They sit down and she was just like, so what did you think about, you know, everybody that you met? Dennis was like, they was all cool. They was all nice. You talked to Candy and them? And he was like, yeah, I gave them hugs. And she was just like, you hugged Candy and Ty? You hugged them? He was like, yeah, like, I ain't got no problem with them. He didn't come in there with an attitude. You know, Dennis is playing this shit right as far as I'm concerned so far. Portia just says, well, I just want to know if there's anything more that I need to know about you, you know, because Candy was kind of making it seem like she had more information. And he was just like, look, Portia, everybody has a fucking past. But what he can say is he ain't with nobody right now. He is with Portia. He's dedicated to this relationship. This is what it is. Okay, he's all in. And Portia was just like, I knew it. As long as he tells me that this is what it is, you know, she can only go by his word and what she trusts. Okay, and if she trusts him, either way it goes, if it's good or bad, let her figure that shit out for herself. So she was just like, okay, she got ready to give him his gift. So it's 2 boxes. He sits down and he's opening one, and it is some baby Jordans. And this is, I'm telling you, there was no music. It was quiet. And she was just sitting over there like, he opened it and he just looked, and then he opened the other box and it was a onesie, and he just looked up and she was just like, you like it? I'm pregnant. And he was just like, oh my God. I was just like, oh my God, you guys. Now, y'all know how I can be. Y'all know I can be naive and I can always want the best, you know, Rocky love. I want all motherfuckers to be in love. So you guys just let me know if you really thought that she just told him that time that she was pregnant, or if he already knew. He didn't seem like he knew to me. That seemed like a genuine reaction, and like I said, they didn't have no music playing in the background, which to me, you know, they'll throw music in, and a lot of times I feel like the editors be shady with the music that they put in, because the way the music sounds always puts you in a certain mindset. So the fact that there was no music playing, it was just like we was all just watching. I just was like, oh, he was so happy, you guys. And then she jumped up and they gave him a hug. You know, she was like, oh, baby, don't cry. You know, he had the little tears, and oh, it was just so sweet, you guys. He was just like, wow, like, you know what? I did it. Cha-ching. I know that's what some of you Portia haters out there is thinking, but I don't know, you guys. I just really feel like they look happy. And shit, relationships don't work out sometimes. This one may or may not work out, but I just feel like let her be in this state. No other man has made me feel this way. No other man has ever tried to make me happy. Look, let the girl have it. Let her have her moment. She said she prayed for these things, and now it's all starting to happen. I thought it was very, very, very cute. Didn't you? Alright, Rockstars, let me get off of here. You guys make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. Alright. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Until next time, Rockstars. Bye.